Come on. Okay, our personas are screaming.
Look. Oh.
Like you can hear that scream. It's so loud. It's like, Argh!
Right.
Anyway, Yasuo. Oh, he dropped his walkie-talkie again. You've come.
Hey, it's that's not Joker. Okay. You don't get to do the voices with anyone but Joker. And I can't wait to get to Persona 5.
So, Yasuo ran up to towards the roof. Where is he?
And I'm here, guys.
Oh look, you're finally not thinking ahead. You're finally thinking in the right place.
Tatsuya is just like,
oh my God,
yeah,
is that Jib?
Keep talking.
Is that who?
Jib?
Oh, from Invader Zim?
Yes. I freaking...
He does look like Dib. You just need to add like a giant cowlick on his head. He looks like Dib.
Jesus, so what was the punch for?
He turned the entire school into Shadow Men.
Okay, but...
Well, then it's funny me. I just think of Dib's freaking over
How
the top
stupid are you?
paranoid voice.
Your ilk can never understand my value.
Say what you will, but the school festival season, there's no doubt my reputation will soar even higher.
Yeah,
I'm Dib.
yeah. Yasuo is a short-term, small picture thinker instead of, you know, like, hey, I'm gonna basically do good things to restore the reputation of the school instead of.
No, Yasuo is basically to describe it in a sense, Yasuo is a selfish prick who's a nerd in high school and wants to be more popular.
To put it simply,
He will actively harm other people to achieve that goal. He's a basic run-of-the-mill douchebag villain.
And Akechi kind of held him up by the collar for it.
It's no use threatening me. I don't have any notion how to turn those people to their former selves.
Then why kill them?
It's almost like hitting the nuke button and saying, "Well, there's no reason to threaten me. I can't stop it now." It's like that's not the point.
The fact is, you press the button. That's enough
Yeah,
reason to beat you up.
I just
Yeah, you put the masks on people.
But I suppose I can go ahead and beat you up just this once.
Then why do you do detest violence if you're gonna fight them anyways?
Right though, Charmy? Like, the hypocrisy in this game sometimes, man. Oh my god, his voice is actually pretty close to what you were doing.
No, that was perfect!
Yeah, it's like he really nailed it. I didn't expect that. It's almost like he's played this game before.
Okay.
I'm Dib.
I'm gonna go ahead and look up his boss stats really quick, so while we go ahead and do that, I'm just gonna, in the footage, I'm just going ahead and doing a bunch of fusion spells on him while changing around personas on all my party members, because none of the personas that I have right now are incompatible with anyone except for starter personas, because really those are they kind of have to be compatible with only one person, because it's like, why would Maya Amano be using Tatsuya's persona, who is specifically Tatsuya?
Why would Maya Amano be using Tatsuya's persona? Next time on Mythbusters.
Alright.
But yeah, have you found his stats?
Yasuo Inoue.
Obviously the viewers will be seeing it on the screen coming up.
Okay, well actually, an interesting thing about that here, I said, like, you know, all main personas can't be used by other people, but the funny thing is, Yuki can use Maya as a persona. Not Maya.
What?
Maya.
What? There's 3 Mayas in this game.
There's the Maya from Seven Sisters, there's this Maya, and then there's Maya's persona, who's being used by Yukino.
Is innocent sin the sin of imagining which Maya is the right Maya? Is that the innocent sin in this game?
Maybe. I don't know. Yasuo's stats, right here. He is level 14, has 740 HP, 30 attack, 36 defense, 28 magic attack, 32 magic defense. He resists sword, strike, and havoc. He is weak.
So Yasuo is not a man who is trained with the sword and stayed in while everyone else was partying.
Yeah. He is also weak to. He is weak to ranged, thrown, fire, and earth spells, while he also drains water and ice spells. Is immune. He is resistant to light, immune to dark, and resistant to nerve and mind damage.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like that challenging of a boss stat setup wise.
No, it's not really a challenging boss, it's more just annoyance, because even though he's weak to a bunch of these things, it doesn't do too much overall damage to his HP. Which, most of that I'm going to attribute, I'm going to attribute a fair amount of it to him basically casting, let me see the spell. He basically casts Warcry, which can basically put some of my party members under fury, and since I rely on fusion attacks a lot, especially with Michelle, aka Mishima, or Mishina, or just personas with water spells in general.
Thinking a little bit ahead, thinking 3 games too soon. Anyway,
since I rely on water spells so much, it basically, rely on water spells for fusion attacks in general. It kind of backfires when one of my party members who was in that fusion attack suddenly stops working, and then the fusion attack doesn't work, so they do the individual spells, and he heals from the water attack. It's annoying. Yeah. And it makes it take
kind of
forever.
the one. It's kind of the one boss that kind of has your number in terms of he has the one. What's the word? Pattern that messes up your pattern in a sense.
Yeah. It's not really that he's a challenge, it's just that he kind of messes with the way I do things and makes me have to think on how I fight.
Yeah, the one strategy in this game that you particularly take up a lot is this is the one boss that's a counter pick to that.
Yeah.
So that it's an understandable frustration where it's he's not challenging, but I think every RPG player knows that they have that boss that has counter picks to their strategy.
Yeah.
The sad thing about most RPGs, especially from this era, though, is once you start getting into that, your build becomes wrapped around that. So you can't just on the fly adapt to a different strategic play. It's once you adapt to a strategy, you're locked into that.
Yeah, it's I built my stats around this pure strength, low speed build, and now you're giving and now you have someone with high defense and high speed.
Right, so it's the one boss that's a counter pick. So that's one of the early flaws of RPGs that wouldn't get fixed until more modern titles would kind of give you more of an adaptability to your playstyle.
Yeah. Yasuo's skills are Magaru, Sleeping Spell, very, very creative name.
What's the creative name?
Sleeping Spell. Deal sleep ailment to one enemy.
No, wait.
Wow, what a knockout of the park move.
Names I've ever heard in my life. I swear, I must be going crazy because that was way too good.
What do we name the ice spell? Bufu. What do we name the healing spell? Dia and Midiriyama. What do you name the sleeping spell? Sleeping spell.
Are we just gonna ignore the space balls like that?
Yeah, it said to fast forward, so we're gonna fast forward.
We're gonna ignore the Spaceballs clip? Sorry, sleeping spell was used on me. My bad.
Oh no.
He also has Bufula, Warcry, and Diorama.
Oh, Diorama.
He makes a diorama for me? That's not much of a spell. That's just kind of a waste of my time.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
I'm so funny. Me and Charmy are the funniest.
I legit thought he was about to say diarrhea first.
Oh, man, get your mind out of the gutter. Literally.
He just freaking, he's here it comes, and he just freaking puts off, and he just
and it's
stick, and then the stick will give everyone fatigue or some crap, and then just makes everyone, it's a one hit.
Oh my god, Charmy, you're going way too in-depth in a diarrhea joke.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I'll bounce off it a little bit. This is why Legon should have befriended the toilet.
Exactly.
Right? It all goes back to Legon's failed friendship with this
Persona 2 and its Persona 2 Innocent Sin 3rd remake when?
Where we can actually talk to the toilet and be friends with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I did go a little bit freaking.
No, you're good.
I was trying to be funny.
Nah, you're good. I was just making fun of you because it's man, really went in depth on that diarrhea joke. You really found a skill stat set for your diarrhea ability.
Why did you put so much thought into it? is the other question I want to ask about it.
I wonder if Charmy has diarrhea and is taking a shit in the toilet, and he wonders, man, I wonder what the attack stat of this poo would be.
Oh no, never.
You never just sit there and like think about weird stuff like that when you're in the restroom. Come on, man, you're not human if you don't.
Well, because I'm focusing on my business.
The wink winks and the nudge nudge.
No, you don't even need to wink wink nudge nudge. We all know what the business is.
No, I meant like.
Yeah, Charmy, we know.
We know. You're good. It's fine. Subtlety is key to conveying.
If you didn't notice already, I actually decided to put the PS1 version of the boss battle theme over the fast-forwarded footage because otherwise it would have been.
Right. And also, it's also a convenient excuse to show off some of the PS. Yeah, I know, right? It's a convenient excuse to show off some of the PS1 OST, which is still pretty alright.
Yeah.
No, man, it's just the freaking trying to think of the song.
Yeah, or like the Benny Hill theme.
No, it's like what was that? What was that like? What was that? I'm trying to remember, I think it was like a game like the Nerd covered where it was like a 4-second loop, like a 4-second loop over and over and over. Just like that's the whole boss theme. Just like.
Oh my gosh, I would be like, I want to hear that almost, because it's like, why would anyone have a boss OST be that?
I want to point out one of the funny things that's gonna be really weird later. Half of that fight, I had Maya using the fire persona that I made last part, or I think it was last part? I don't know. But I made it a little while ago, and Maya, the pyrophobe, was using the fire spell persona primarily during that fight.
Listen, we all make sacrifices to win our most gracious battles, okay?
I'm a pacifist. Yeah, sure you are now.
Dude, Joker's organization, right? Why is he?
Dude, okay, then why is it that when a fellow pacifist realized you had hypocrisy and you're still claiming yourself to be a pacifist, so...
Right.
So...
He's a prick who cares about nobody but himself.
When a big pacifist doesn't offend you, then there's a problem.
Right. Take it from our oh my good lord, what? Anyway, sorry. Take it from our known pacifist that you shouldn't do that. Don't be a hypocrite.
Right now, I'm done for.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
I didn't plan on killing them, I just wanted to get rid of them. By killing them.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Right.
A non-executive like you could never control the crystal skull.
It's like one of those SpongeBob logic memes. It's like just all the letters capitalized in different ways.
Yeah. Oh, wow, okay. Look, it's your waifu, but with a mask.
Hey, baby, let me remove that mask.
She's got a whip.
I can see your pretty face again.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah!
No!
Oh boy! Oh, let's go!
This skull can only be controlled by those with the power of the constellation of the Holy Cross, which is basically the constellation powers. And Anna has a persona, and so does this person who just incinerated Yasuo, and
what?
And basically prompted Maya's pyrophobia, even though the entire fight should have done that if she was using a fire persona.
Also, look at that glorious design of an enemy. That dude's...
I am King Leo!
Cool. But yeah. Of course. His name is King Leo and he looks like a damn lion. Is it ever gonna stop not being a stereotype? But I'll say this, like, this is the moment where the game ramps up super hard. Like, things get really real.
But, like, did I really just see that?
Yep.
Like, did I...
Not only did you let the wild dance slide, you abandoned the shadowed festival of vermin. You wish to be present to witness the fulfillment of the Oracle of Maya, the other Maya. I suggest you accept the Exalted One's punishment.
Maya, the other Maya.
Not the one I scarred for life and I'm half stalking.
Right. Not that Maya. The other Maya.
So wait, did the frickin' did Yusuke like legitimately just die?
Yep.
Yep.
That was like 5 seconds! Are you serious?
Yep.
Well, what can I say? He was a little scrub bitch.
I
Yeah.
don't. No, not like
Get
that.
I'm just kidding.
I mean,
But
I
more importantly, my waifu just got kidnapped, and I'm very
No.
disappointed.
Your waifu is part of the evil organization.
I don't believe that beautiful temptress can be that evil.
wait a minute. So wait, that the girl in like the blue clothes and like the black hair, like
Yep.
she's a bad she's a bad girl.
Yeah, she's one of the leaders of the main organization,
Oh,
the Masked
she's
Circle.
a very bad girl.
Oh my freaking dogweed! I swear, if you blow that microphone.
She's a very naughty girl. What can I say?
I'm okay now. I only used 50 fire spells and then witnessed someone being incinerated, and that was the one thing that set me off.
It's okay, I only use 50 fire spells.
when
If someone else
you
gets lit on
see-
fire, oh
well,
my
when you
gosh.
see someone actually like die from it, that's worse, like a lot.
Charmy can kind of have a point. Like, I can light a lighter just fine, but if I see someone else lit on fire, I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah.
Also, a random basketball hoop is just in here.
Jeez, so many Shadow Men.
Whoa!
Well, welcome to your school genocide.
Welcome to the main plot. Part 1.
It only took 10 parts to get there.
Yeah, this is where the
No.
real plot starts.
Yeah. Once those two appear, it's basically when the main plot starts kicking off.
Yeah, and then you start trying to get more on what the whole thing of, like, Lisa, Akichi, and Maya all seem to remember the same things from the past, or dreams, as Akichi and Lisa do, along with Tatsuya.
Yeah, at least all the characters have a connection that they can't put their finger quite on right yet.
Yeah, and we will figure it out later.
Yeah.
Not gonna say how or when, because that's actual spoilers.
Relatively soon, though. It's not too far off from this moment.
I'd say it's probably another, like, 7-8 parts, maybe.
Yeah. I would agree.
And now that we're done with Kasuga Yamahai, I'm gonna go check in on Akichi's 3 friends who became Shadow Men in the very beginning, and
No.
they aren't doing too good. The thing about Shadow Men, after a while, they just get darker and darker and darker until the worst part, poof, they're all gone.
Yeah, they vanish. They essentially are going through a slow Thanosing right now.
Yeah. And nobody will remember them, unlike the Thanos snap. They can't even talk now,
True.
they're just making groans and noises.
They essentially get Diaboloed from Part 5. Oh wait, that's a spoiler for that show. I'm sorry.
Now, that just gives us more incentive to stop the black circle.
Legon.
The masked
Man.
circle.
Man, you
I-
really gotta watch it.
when I
it's
cannot
almost time to
English-
stop the black. Man, Legon the racist over here. I thought it was Yule.
When I cannot
it was
English,
me.
when
Now
I
it's
cannot English, it's either pure gold or pure.
When you cannot
purely
English, it's
bad.
either when you cannot English, it's either pure gold or a problem.
Yes. Now we're
Big
basically
oof.
yeah, just going to see the rumor mongers because this is actually how we progress. Because we need to find information on the masked circle. But first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and get a bunch of rumors on stuff. You saw a ghost at Seven's clock tower? Huh. Now this is about Tony's shop in Yumezaki. You have 2 options that you can do with it. You can make it either a weapon shop or an accessory shop. I will be going with the accessory shop option because otherwise there is no accessory shop in this game.
I heard that racism, Legon.
Oh, special guest Yule.
Yeah, now we gotta figure out what that was. Of course, we're also gonna probably cut first because this is probably important behind the scenes stuff. Rumor has it we kicked Yule out of the building.
Rumor has it that Yule's. Rumor has it that Legon's racism couldn't handle a Mexican being here. Anyway, jokes aside.
In this Japanese game, we gotta find the detectives, because apparently they're not supposed to be here, and some other interesting things are happening with Lisa, specifically, which we will find more about when I go to Rengadai and Honmaru Park. First of all, to visit the rumor monger, but first, I'm gonna go ahead and check up on my magazine sweepstakes and see if I won anything. Steven
Worth a
Seagal, did
check.
I win anything?
Keith Carell.
No.
Here's your
You
magazine.
earned a copy of my movie.
Thank you for entering. Sadly, you weren't a winner. Oh well.
Oh well. Just like actual Steven Seagal.
Or lose.
Anyway, time for plot. As we get Akichi's theme for some reason.
Yeah, even though we're like, it has nothing to do with Akichi.
It's more of just a goofy moment, and Akichi's theme is pretty goofy.
Right? Which, you know, Akichi is kind of just the comic relief bro.
Yeah, who also
this game.
has actual good character compared to the other bro characters in Persona.
Yusuke!
Well,
Yosuke!
I love Ryuji personally.
You...
Eh.
They just
I think
knocked
Ryuji's
him out.
alright. I think Ryuji's a much better bro character than Yosuke was.
No, I love
I couldn't
Yosuke
stand-
as well. I thought Yosuke.
I couldn't. Personally, I couldn't stand Yosuke. I just thought his gimmick got really old pretty quick.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Another time.
as rumors would have it, a poster has been put up all around the town, and people are thinking that, like, it's 3 idols, 2 of them are fully shown. It's actually Sheba and Miho, Lisa's friends. And the third person is silhouetted out, and everybody thinks it's Lisa. So, of course, thanks to rumors becoming reality, Lisa is going to be the pop idol.
I can't. Hey, great. It's better than on just being a model for the sake of being a model. There's an actual gag and an actual gameplay mechanic going on for this one.
Yeah, that's good. In Persona 5, it's just like, yeah, I'm a model.
It's also the
And why
location
you
of the
model?
next main dungeon. But enough about the plot. Time to get back to finding rumors about everything, so that I can go ahead and get more weapons and stuff. After, yeah, this. Tony's shop, selection good, resale value is low. I don't really care about the resale value of items. Like, they're expensive, but you can't sell them for very much. So it's like, I don't really care. If the stats are good, then that's really all that I need. Because if I need money, I can make a pact with the Persona and basically make it happy and have it give me money. And there's also this place called Mew, which is essentially an actual casino that I did show off once before. But here, you can use rumors to make it a casino of a different type, depending on what you want. One of them is poker, the other is blackjack, and the other is slots. I don't really stick with one for it. I'm gonna be doing that later. Of course, we're also gonna have to ask about the Masked Circle, because we just saw them kill an entire school population. So yeah.
It's almost like. Sorry, apologies for the noise. It's almost like genocide is bad.
I know. And incinerating people.
So let's bring in the Nazis. I mean, wait, I'm a little ahead.
That's later.
I have no comment on that joke, but
Fair enough.
go on.
Fair enough. Let's just describe your diarrhea there.
No, his
I'm just
diorama.
His diorama.
Explosive.
Ew. Explosive diorama. I don't think I would want to get healed by a spell called explosive diorama.
Because, okay, the weird thing about this here is that in order to progress, you essentially have to talk with the rumor mongers in a specific way, in a specific order, in order to unlock a new area. And then you also have to do a bunch of other things involving specific lines and conversations and dialogue choices, and this is a weird one. Don't know why they
Okay.
did it this way.
Here's the thing. Why does she look like a jester? Like, doesn't she kind of look like a jester? No way.
Oh, a jester. Okay, yeah, kind of.
Hmm.
A little bit of a jester. Put a little bit of makeup on her.
I can see
like
it.
actual, like, yeah.
There really was a secret lounge in Zodiac? Huh. Anima Mundi sells real weapons, low buyback prices, but I don't really care about that. I'm also going to go ahead and get food to increase the stats on my party members, because really, it's a good thing to do in any situation.
Ah,
I have
so this
plenty
is
of
where
money.
Makoto. So this is where Makoto was before Persona 5.
Dang it. I'm telling you, man, the parallels are so uncanny. It does look a little bit like Makoto, with like a little bit of black getting turned on. You need to stop. Makoto with a little bit of black lipstick on the top lip. Ooh.
Did you just say
Right.
what I thought I heard you say?
Right, Wheat's Persona 5 best girl is Makoto.
You
Right.
just said.
I have too many. We need to stop playing Persona 2, guys. There's too many waifus for me to handle.
Too many waifus.
Too many waifus. I guess I'm a plebeian. I'm sorry. Not enough waifus. That's the correct answer.
Anyway, now that I'm basically doing the rumor monger conversation stuff in the right order, you gotta talk to Toro, and he basically says, I don't know anything about the mass circle, talk to the girl in Peace Diner. And then you talk to the girl in Peace Diner, and she basically says, I don't know anything about them, you can talk to this person in this area that you haven't been to before, and that unlocks that new area. And then you got a bunch of new stuff there.
I mean, to be fair, like, the only way that, not Joker, what's the right word I'm looking for? I'm sorry. The best way for Joker and his crew to win is just to go after the rumor mongers, if you think about it. Because, like,
Tatsuya.
if they do that, yeah. Well, I mean, Tatsuya can create rumors on his own, but he still needs the rumor mongers anyway to get those rumors going. So
Yeah.
it's like if Joker and them took out them, he'd be kind of screwed over a little bit.
An interesting thing about the mass circle, though, it's like they're supposedly this giant organization, and yet nobody knows anything about them. Why is that?
Plot convenience.
We'll find that out
Kind of.
later. It's not real.
Find that out next part. In Persona 2.
Not necessarily
diarrhea.
next part, but later. We'll see you guys then.